hope you enjoyed that intro video. It's something we put together earlier in the week. I thought you guys might like that.
Right.
Oh, that is so epic. Where's my webcam? There we go. Oh, anyways, we have patch notes, and that's the big story of the day is the fact that we have patch notes and a new god. So we're gonna go over that. I don't know if you guys want me to play the intro video for Freya. I will. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll give you guys 30 seconds in chat to respond because this podcast is about you guys, not about us. So if you want to see it, just say, give me a yes or a no. Majority wins. Don't. God, no. All right, we're not going to play it. We're not going to play it. That's fine.
No.
And for you guys asking, I'll put that video YouTube link in chat at the end of the podcast. Anyways, so we're going to go through the patch notes line by line meticulously, and we're going to go do a roundtable discussion and talk about what everybody feels about the patch. The first thing on the patch, Freya, Queen of Valkyries. We all had a bit of a chance to play her today. Wolfie, what's your initial thoughts on Freya, dude?
Good. She's exactly what we needed in the game.
Yeah?
I don't know exactly a build for her yet, but
Where do you see her? Where do you see her in competitive play?
side lane.
Yeah?
Taking either mine or her hero's play character.
Okay, cool. So some sort of maybe a carry capacity then, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
Gotcha.
Strong late game. Very strong late game.
Mr. Watermelon, what do you think about Freya, homie?
Good. Very weak early game. Like Wolfie said, really strong late game. I had a lot of fun playing her. I messed around with a couple builds, and I was definitely leaning towards more of the full magical build. Instead of, I know some other people are doing the physical builds and stuff like that, but like I said, I like her a lot. She's really cool and is definitely something original to the game.
I got you. Drew, Lasis.
All right.
Freya.
Before I even got to play her today, Wolfie mentioned that she was almost like a Kale from League of Legends, which when I played her, she actually was. Aside with her 3, which her banish is just awesome, by the way. Holy crap! What a skill, by the way, they added for that.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that I actually like building on magic power, by the way. I think it benefits her skills the most because as her passive reads, I believe 20% of her total magical is converted into physical as well, or like it's added, right?
Freya converts 20% of her magical power to physical power, allowing her basic attacks to gain in strength as her magical strength grows. Yep.
Okay, so that's
20%.
awesome. So already you got a range doing some crazy damage, and just making her viable either in harassing or in a team fight, whether she has to sit back or she can get back in or get in the brawl with her one.
Mm-hmm.
Her one, giving all that additional damage was just awesome.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's just like Kale from League of Legends. You are freaking. You were blowing people's face off. And then, not only that, you got that CC that I just mentioned was freaking awesome. It can either save somebody in your team, it can keep people CC'd during the fight, because some fights don't last more than like 5 seconds. Some can also last to 45 seconds. So you're keeping people CC'd, which is great, which is just phenomenal. And then her ulti. Whoa, dude. Now her ulti, man, just going up in the air. Being able to, I had no idea you could move with
You
it.
can move during the ulti. It's insane.
You can move while she's pretty much invulnerable. That was pretty awesome. And just pew, 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 which quite a long range, pretty easy to hit from what I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, I think she's an amazing character. I like what they did with her. And, man, at the rate Smite's going, character-wise, I think they're just doing awesome.
Awesome. Very cool. Thanks, dude. Hero, what do you think about Freya, man?
I think Freya is viable in competitive play. I think what they did with her is, in a way, unique. She has great poking potential, but I can see her 3 getting nerfed to a point.
Yeah.
Of maybe to 2 to 2.5 scaling. I think 3 seconds is a little too powerful.
I gotcha. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, let's see. You mean her banish, right?
Her banish, yeah.
Yeah, just so you guys know what we're talking about, her banish. At her ground location, Freya banishes her enemies in the air for 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3 seconds respectively, depending on the level of the ability. The enemies can't be hit or take action while in the air. The cost is 75 mana, and the cooldown is 19, 18, 17, 16, 15 seconds. I like to compare that to, what was it in Dota? Puzzle Box, right? Or in Han, Puzzle Box, you cast it on somebody and they're literally like a little guy
Almost
running
like
around.
Obsidian Destroyer in Dota.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
It was Pugna.
Pugna? No, that's a god. Not
No.
Puzzle Box. You guys, what the hell is the name of that item? You could cast it on... Oh, Sheepstick. Sheepstick. There you go. Right?
Sheepstick still hits somebody. I'm telling you, it's like
Yeah.
banished from Obsidian Destroyer.
Banished.
100% taken out, can't take damage, etc.
All right, cool. I gotcha. And I'm right there with you guys, man. Like whenever we get a new god, the first thing I look at is playability and fun factor. And her playability is definitely there. Like you guys said, she's a great side laner, and she could definitely be a carry in most capacities. And as for the fun factor, dude, being able to like in the air and just pew 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 while you're moving, and being able to turn your basic attacks into AOE ranged attack, dude, that's so much fun. Like and there's so many cool things you can do with that. Like, she's probably not like a dedicated jungler, but she has the ability to be able to just clear creep camps like that come like like late early game, and I think that's gonna help with mixing up in lanes a little bit too. So it's neat. I like it. Can you beads her banish? Yeah, you can beat her beads her banish. So we all agree that she's viable. She's a fun god, and it's a good addition to Smite. Then
Yeah.
Great addition.
Yeah, and there's a gentleman who said, God, what was it? It was about a stun, saying a stun's much better than that anyway. Hold on, I'm trying to...
Also,
What?
I have one thing. Sorry for interrupting.
no, go. You're good.
I know for a fact. I know that I tried it today. You can't lift Odin up in your with
In his ulti?
Banish. Yeah.
I gotcha. Well,
Okay.
he's immune to what, stuns and knockups?
Roots,
Stuns, and knockups.
not knockups.
Knockbacks?
Nope.
He's not
Sobek
immune
can
to
throw him
Should
in
be
slap.
slow.
Oh, I gotcha. All right.
Should
cool.
be slows.
No, he's not immune to slows either.
Yeah, but
It's
I thought
it's
he should
roots. It's roots, silence, stuns, and fuck, I forgot what the other one was.
That's all right. We got the general point though. But Odin cannot be banished. Basically, while he's in its ult, right?
be. Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. And what were you saying about banish compared to a stun, Drew?
Oh, I was saying, Cheesy, it was actually Cheesy in chat who said it's not that OP compared to stuns, etc. Well, yeah, stuns are nice because you can really blow someone's face off as long as they're stunned, but that's not necessarily the point of it. It's, it's still a CC. It's keeping somebody in place. It's like you're basically forcing somebody to use an Aegis that lasts 3 seconds.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's in situations where I'm like, heck yeah, you can sit there for 3 seconds. I'm like, heck yeah, because people are running away, so you pick somebody off, so they're screwed if they get caught. There's just so many benefits to it. It's just not just because it's not a stun, but
I gotcha.
it's just a CC.
And I was telling these guys a story earlier. I was playing Frey in a game, and I managed to banish. There was a big team fight. I banished 4 out of 5 of the gods, and they were up there for 3 seconds. I was level 20, was maxed out. The second they came down, Wukong ult, Hebo ult, on her ult, decimated in less than a second after they hit the ground. It's big. It's huge. You're setting up your carries for success with that banish. You're saving a teammate with that banish, or you're buying yourself time to get out or have somebody come help you with that banish. While a stun is great, this banish is 3 seconds max level. That's giant. So, yeah, no, good. Freya, you're right. I agree. You guys are awesome. Moving on in the patch notes. A couple new skins, nothing game-changing, but pretty baller. You guys saw the Guan Yu and the Ymir skins?
Guan Yu skin's ugly. Ugly.
Sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty silly. I'm pretty sure they gave that to a first grader.
Oh.
Why couldn't we have Guan Yu?
Here's some crayons, Guan Yu. A little taco head or something like that, like a
Guan Yu,
sombrero.
bro.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What about the baller ass Digimir 9000 Ymir skin?
Damn.
Oh.
It's good.
Dude just walks in. I mean, he's all robotic and and futuristic. I think it's pretty baller. I like the skin a lot. I want to see more of them like that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And just on that little note, going back just a little bit, how cool is Freya's character model? Like her running, her auto attack animation, like the flowing she has with everything she does. Like I feel like they put some extra time into her character model and just said we want to blow these guys away. That's how I feel about it.
Good, they needed
Badass.
to.
That
I mean,
ass.
They
That's all I'm
released
saying.
Ares, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
They had to save themselves.
Aww.
They did phenomenal, man. And I think they do phenomenal with all the character models in this game. And it's only going to get better.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like Freya is the best god release we've had since the Vanilla Gods. That's my 2 cents.
Okay.
Honor
I mean,
was
yeah,
really
that,
good.
that could be the case. I thought On Her was pretty good.
I gotcha.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
What else do we have? God abilities no longer detect enemy awards. So we're looking at Artemis traps and Arachna eggs, right?
Yep.
And that is, I'm
God.
assuming that is now working as intended. We're guessing that it wasn't ever supposed to
No.
be that
No,
way.
it was intended.
No, it was intended.
Ugh. So they just they changed it then.
They just changed it, yeah.
Yep.
You guys like this change better?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
spending, 60, 70 mana to 50 gold is ridiculous, you know what I mean? Just Artemis traps everywhere while you're spending like 250 gold on wards while she's just using 100 mana to clear them all. This is rough.
Does anybody not like that change? Good. I guess we're all in agreement there too. Decline button has been removed from the match invitation, like one of those
What?
whatever things.
This. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's good. Well, I remember, I think it was Kabir talking about it. If you're going to miss the queue, you're going to miss it by not being by your computer, you know what I mean? If you're there, you're not going to hit decline for the most part. So they just removed it because some people were accidentally hitting decline. So I think that was their logic behind it, which I think is, good.
If you have two monitors and you leave where your cursor was off, if you alt tab or something and you click back over to smite it,
It
accidentally
automatically
click
hits
something.
decline. Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It was a good idea.
I'm right there with you. Doesn't look like anyone's going to disagree with that. Key bindings. Key bindings now save properly when configured during a match. They should no longer show the old bindings in the HUD. First key press after changing key bindings should work all the time. Can no longer bind the escape key. Close button has been removed from the key binding pop-up, and I'm assuming that after patches, you won't have to reset your key bindings all the time, every time again.
That'd be
That's
nice.
exactly
Yeah.
what it means.
Good change here, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like key binding, they're such an essential part of playing any competitive multiplayer game, but especially MOBAs. Wolfie, how many freaking buttons do you have on that mouse of yours, homie?
17.
And they're all bound to something,
Yes.
and you have to bind them after every patch?
I had to, yes.
Yeah, and you'll never have to do it again,
It's amazing.
ever. Good. So we like bind. Your goodwill percentage is now visible in the bottom left corner of the game lobby. Has anybody been following the goodwill system at all, or taking notice?
Yeah, well, this is 100% until you get reported or leave a game.
Mhm.
So it's good that you can see it. The percentage isn't very big, but it's definitely helpful.
So you can go find that jackass who reported you and show him where the beach is?
Yeah,
Yes.
buddy.
Another good change. It's cool. Spectator mode will now display abilities and consumables without the three dots on the icon. I had a chance to look at this earlier, just to take a gander. It's a cool change. There's some nice changes in spectator mode. I feel like they're starting to streamline it a little bit because there are more tournaments and stuff coming up. So spectator mode is going to be more and more prevalent as we move forward, and it's nice to see them tweaking a little bit in this patch. Any of you guys had a chance to take a look at that yet?
No, I
Okay.
haven't
Alright.
messed around with it yet.
Whatever. I'm the end all on that. Then it's fine. When player is falling, the appropriate key bindings will when player is falling, the appropriate key bindings will now disable. Oh, so if you're coming down from a knock-up, right? Is that what they're talking about?
Yes, because you can't beads the knockup.
I gotcha. All right. Well, I guess it's good that it shows properly in the UI then. The Minotaur now walks through player-deployed walls. Future iterations may include him just one-shotting anyone that tries to wall block him.
Oh, man.
Yo, Wolfie, you're screwed, bro.
I know! I know!
That's already a racist Minotaur, bro. Now if you try to wall him off, you're just done.
He doesn't even have to climb over them. He just breaks them. He just goes, fuck it.
I think this is an important part of the patch. Wolfie, what are your thoughts on the Minnow being able to walk through walls and stuff?
It's good. It was kind of abusive when you could just put an on her wall in front of him and just poke him down
Yeah.
for an ass ton of damage.
Maddie?
Oh, yeah, I agree. It's just, I wonder how it's exactly going to work. Like, if in future they're going to have, if someone tries to block them, does the Minotaur go right for the person that tried to block and kill him? Or can I troll my teammates? Because if I can, that'd be amazing.
We're going to have to look at that. Drew?
Oh, I mean, I think it's needed because it was almost to the point of being exploitable, where you could just poke some of that bonus damage on with, as an on her wall said. And it's just nice that you now have to overpower the Minotaur, etc., instead of just be able to cheese it.
Yeah, no, I got you. Makes sense. Hero?
It's good, but they need to add one more thing, is that where you can't drag the Minotaur out to the Phoenix stand, they should have added that. And I'm kind of disappointed that they
That would
didn't.
be nice.
You think
I
his
have to agree.
leash is too far then?
His leash
Hell
is
yeah.
very far.
Where do you think it should stop at?
It should stop at the wall.
So it doesn't go past the wall where you would
Doesn't go past the wall.
Okay, gotcha. And you think that would make protecting your base easier? Is that the logic behind that?
The logic behind it is that essentially when you bring the Minotaur outside, you're able to kite anywhere, anything, and still hit the Minotaur, and the creeps will be there and everything like that. Well, if you're inside their base, it's going to be harder to finish the game. It's going to be harder overall. You won't have the ability to kite wherever you want to. It'll just be better.
I gotcha. I agree. Like, I think fixing the leash on the Minotaur would, it would give teams the possibility of being able to make an epic comeback because we have the health regen on the Minnow now too. So being able to maybe turtle a little bit and let those Phoenixes come back up, Minotaur regen, and maybe just win a team fight would make for some epic comebacks. And who doesn't love epic comebacks,
No.
Cool. Moving on, HUD change. Item slots in the HUD now blink when you have enough gold to upgrade them. Kind of a cool change. It's just it's like a shiny feature. You can now see things when they're upgradable. Does this affect gameplay at all, you guys?
Okay, it's annoying. I'll get at that.
Any other feedback besides that?
I think
Oh,
it should
I don't-
let you know if it's better if it's 1 level or 2 levels. I think that'll help a lot more. Like if it was 1 level of it, it was gold, and if it's 2 levels, it's red or something like that.
How would they do that? Oh, by color or something?
Yeah.
The outline color, yeah.
I gotcha. Drew, any feedback on that, dude?
You know what? Ask me again, dude. I was literally typing something.
Item slots on the HUD now blink when you have enough gold to upgrade the item. Do you like that?
It's kind of irrelevant. I mean, I don't know, as a MOBA player, you tend to pay attention to that anyway. But I mean, I guess it's kind of neat for, I guess, newer players. I guess it's a little more new friendly. But other than that, I have my target gold, and boom, I know when I'm going to get an item.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like when you have a tier 1 or tier 2 of the item, like I mean, you can just press I to know if you have to know what you need to wait for to go back. But if I'm playing like an on her mid and I've got a tier 2 Heartseeker, I know that I need 720 gold
720.
before I go back to finish that. So I want to farm up to like 860 or something so I can refresh my pots when I go back out.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's a great tool, especially for newer players. It's like, oh, well, what is it blinking? Oh, I can upgrade my stuff. Heck yeah. Okay, it's gonna be more helpful to, like I said, newer players.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's cool. We got some item changes in this patch. Items Girdle of Might. This item doesn't stack anymore, guys. It stacked before. It doesn't stack anymore. So, in other words, no more 10-minute, 2-second fire giants. Wolfie, go.
Thank God. I thought it was hilarious. We had a Girdle of Might game. We all 5 popped Girdle of Might, ran into their blue buff, and I was Thor. I level 1 crit somebody for like 550. It was amazing. Just
Wow.
walked up, dead. He just died. I was
That's
on
silly.
the floor.
Maddie.
Well, yeah. I miss it.
He was sleeping.
I
He was
miss it.
sleeping.
Dude, I miss it. No, I like that. I thought it was funny, but no, it was definitely a game breaker and it needed to be fixed. But it was really fun and enjoyable while we had it. That's for sure.
Drew?
I gotta be honest, I don't even know why this is a conversation. Of course it's silly. Of course it should be taken out of the game.
How much fun was that, though, dude?
I gotta admit, it was fun hitting somebody with a Hebo #1 for like 380.
Yeah.
On her 2?
Yeah.
An on her 2 with 3 girdles up. See you later! So good. Yo, Hero, you know that you're on a webcam and we're not doing a photo shoot, right, homie?
Real?
Yeah, my bad, dude. Reason Gaming
ruined
first
my
photo
moment.
shoot. I'm ready for my close up. Yo, what do you think about? Are you happy to see the girdle change, dude?
No, I think they should have kept it, honestly. It just, the the 10-second harpies and fire giants were amazing, and it just added so much flow to the game.
Are you being serious right now?
No.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, me and you are gonna have to have a serious conversation later, because I'm officially worried. Wow. You're welcome, Ripper. Finally, they increased the price of Spear of the Magus. It was increased from 1850 to 2050, so a 200 gold crank up. Wolfie, thoughts?
Needed it. It's finally another HP item can have 300 gold.
Think it's in a good place now?
Yeah, I think it's solid now. Like I said, it matches up with the other physical power items. We call it Soul Eater and Anka the Golem, where they both have 300 health and they both have some physical DPS stats on them. So I think it's in a solid place right now.
I gotcha. Maddie, go. Spear of the Magus.
I don't know. I didn't think it was a big enough nerf, in my opinion. Like, everyone's still gonna buy it. Everyone still does buy it. Like, any caster is gonna get it. Like, all the second tier of it. Like, I still am. I don't know. I just didn't think 200 gold was worth it. You don't see other people rushing, like Onks or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Everyone's always rushing the Spear Magus as a caster, and
Right.
I don't know. I still think it needs a little more money on it.
Like how much more? Do you have a number in your mind that you'd like to see?
2250 maybe?
I was going to say the exact same thing, dude. It's funny. We were having a conversation about the item when you were streaming or playing a game, and that's the exact same number that we came up with.
Yeah, I think 2250 would be like we were talking about it earlier on stream, you know. So yeah, I think 2250 is a good place for it.
Awesome. Thanks, dude. Drew, you bored, bro?
No, I'm thinking. I know for once. But anyway.
That's where that smoke was coming from. I thought it was me.
But, you know, I was listening to Wolfie saying it's basically the equivalent of, like, for example, Soul Stealer or Arm or something. Which, yeah, that's a good point. But at the same time, I also think that a lot of casters, like, casters in games do tend to get that more burst damage and damage output earlier than other players, you know, attack damage, for example. So, although, yeah, maybe equivalent with the HP and everything, it's still such an amazing first item and cheap for a caster that you can just output even that much more damage. It's like, it's a tough. I'm in between yes, I'm in between no, but maybe raising the price a smidge, couple hundred more gold. It's tough. Like I said, it's very tough, and you know I'm kind of like in between, as I said. I have no 100%.
You're on the fence right now. All right. So, well, I guess moving forward, maybe next week you'll have a solid opinion because you'll have a chance to see more of it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Hero, thoughts on the change for Spear?
It might not be enough. It needs to be in a place where every caster considers buying it, but not every caster buys it. And right now, I feel like every caster wants to buy it just because it's so strong, it's so cheap. I think Sash should be an option for certain gods, and Magus should be an option for certain gods. Just my opinion.
So you think like Spear is akin to Vampiric Shroud when it first came out? Like it was so cheap and the stats were so high you just had to buy it on an AD carry?
Pretty much, the stats are pretty high.
Yeah.
No one buys the Sash anymore, I feel like, now.
Yeah,
Because of
exactly.
Magus.
I have a rebuttal for that though. Isn't in every game you're gonna eventually find that one item and that set item that you buy wherever you are in those lanes?
I don't think so.
For example,
Well, I'm comparing it to like in League of Legends, you get Doran's rings, right? Because that's
you don't
Well-
buy them in the beginning of the game anymore because you can't buy pots. with
Oh,
them.
okay. Used to be Doran's rings when I was playing. You'd buy a Doran's ring, and then certain champions would buy Rod of Ages, where it made sense, and they wouldn't go for something else. I forget the items in that game, but what I'm saying is that Magus shouldn't be the item that they first go to all the time.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I mean, the good thing about like where we're at right now is the game's in beta, and they are tooling around with prices. They are tooling around with the stats on items, and I think they do have plenty of time to find that happy medium. As long as they don't just settle. Okay, 2050 is the price on Spear. As long as they look and say no one's buying Sash, maybe we should do something with that, or no one's buying this. As long as they keep poking around and looking at the stats analytics and making changes, I think we'll be fine. Like it's a great start. Another 200 gold, I agree with you guys, would be perfect for this item. Moving on in the patch notes, new ability, Structural Invulnerability. Using this item makes all allied structures invulnerable for 6 seconds. This item shares a Team Wild cooldown of 5 minutes. You can use it when you're dead. Wolfie, go.
Don't think it's worth it.
No?
Mm-mm.
Apply logic, sir.
The abilities in the game are too strong for a 5-minute cooldown.
All right, Maddie.
I messed around with it earlier. I agree. I just don't think it's worth it, especially since there's only 2 ability slots. Like maybe on a tank or something like that, it could maybe save a tower or something like that. But 6 seconds isn't long enough, especially since it's a global cooldown also. So if you have another teammate with it, it's practically worthless. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It could maybe be viable if they took off the global cooldown, so multiple different gods on your team could use it.
Yeah.
But then a lot of trolling would ensue, I believe, and like normal games and stuff with it. So I see like what kind of predicament they're in. But like I said, with just the 2 ability spots, I think it's just totally worthless.
Drew.
Actually, I was just about to say the same thing. Possibly with 3 ability slots and without the global cooldown, yeah, it might be something you can utilize. Great. But just because there's 2 ability slots and the giant global cooldown, that's just the bonus of me saying no. It's the end.
Yeah.
All right. 2 tongues down for Lacis. Hero, what do you think, man?
As much as I want to figure out strategies and ways to implement this ability, I say just get rid of it. Delete it.
Here's a question for you guys. What if it was like in other MOBAs where it was a passive ability and a cooldown ability for the entire team that didn't take up an ability slot? Do you think you would rather see it that way or not see it at all? You know what I'm talking about, right?
You mean like in Dota and Han?
like in Dota and Han, yep.
That's not bad.
Maddie, would you like that change, you think? Did you just die?
Huh?
You don't like this one, huh?
Wait, what? Wait, what was it?
He had stopped breathing.
They told me to stop breathing, so I died. What happened?
Yo, no wonder you're so pale, bro. if you know in Han and Dota, like everybody has a 1 5-minute cooldown on this ability to make all their towers invulnerable, would you rather see it like that or just not see it in the game at all?
As it's like it's a separate thing completely.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't take up a slot or anything. It's just a passive ability everybody shares.
Like fortification, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that'd be neat if there was multiple options to it, not just that by itself. Like
Mhm.
if there's other things like, free. This is just an example. Like this would be dumb, but like free 100 gold, free, kill there. You know what I mean? That would be cool if there was multiple options. But it by itself, I guess would work because you could strategize on when to use it. But I don't know. I think there would have to be more to it.
Drew, would you like to see that change, maybe?
Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't mind that, honestly. I think it'd be kind of cool to have it.
Yeah.
Quick 5-second little, oh crap, let's get a little defense up. But I see people mentioning in chat, which, I gotta capitalize on this now. People are mentioning buybacks, and I know this isn't part of the exact topic, but how if you implemented a buyback in this type of game, there would, I hate to say it, and I'm going to get scolded for it, but it's true. You would have to have the death on gold, or the gold on death penalty as well.
We
You
talked
can't-
about this last week, man. It took like 40 minutes to get through this topic.
Well, I just, then I'll just quit it there. I'm just saying, if you're going to have a buyback button, you need to lose gold on death as well. You just can't have both.
Let's get through this first, and we'll touch on that. I think it's a fun topic. Hero, would you rather see like that passive like fortification ability, like 1 cooldown for team every 5 minutes?
No, get rid of it or just leave it in solo queue. I really don't care for it.
All right, cool. I can understand that. Let's go through the next ability, and then we'll go back to buybacks. I like that topic. It's fun. Intensify defenses. Using this item gives the structure with the radius increased attack speed and damage, while also I'm cut off. Also forcing the structure to target enemy gods. Wolfie, useless or no?
Yes, useless.
Maddie, useless or no?
Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wolfie. I missed that. Sorry, I was reading.
Useless. It's the intensify defenses. You hit it, and it attacks the speed. Of
Oh
the
yeah,
towers.
just as useless as the first one. Yeah.
Drew, useless or no?
I don't know. I could almost consider it situational. There's a lot of people. I mean, more useless than not for sure. But there's a lot of people who say, "Oh, I'm getting tower dove." I see it in pubs a ton. I'm getting tower dove. That's nothing I can do. I don't know. Maybe invest in this ability. Maybe the tower would destroy them for you. I don't know.
Yeah.
So-
Hero, useless or no?
Useless.
I agree with you guys. Nice try, Hi-Res. Let's go back to the drawing board on these 2 abilities. All right, so here we go. If we look at games like Dota and Han, we have something called gold loss on death. you've got 1,400 gold. You're ready to go get the item. You're gonna go back to base because you have to regen anyways. And on your way back to base, you get ganked. So instead of going back to base with 1,400 gold enough to buy your item, you go back to base with like, I don't know, we'll say 700 to 650 or something like that. Is this something that can work in Smite, Wolfie?
Yeah, but like Drew said, you need it. Definitely need it.
You need
Definitely
it?
gonna- You're gonna need the. We're talking about the buybacks, right?
Yeah, buyback, sure.
You're definitely gonna need the gold penalty
If you
like-
have buybacks.
because you get an insane amount of gold, and when you get to the late game and you can clear so many waves, you're just gonna be able to buy yourself back every single time you die. It's gonna come into a turtle fest, and it's gonna be stupid.
Maddie?
Yeah, I guess I agree. Like I said, the only thing I didn't like about the dying and losing gold type of thing was because I play tank and I roam a lot, so I don't get very much gold as it is. So buying wards and then being able to engage, like your job is to soak up as much damage as you possibly can. So you're most likely dead pretty much every time in every fight. So I feel like it would just hurt the tanks the most.
Too
but-
much to be viable then?
Yeah, like I'm on the fence because I agree with Wolfie and Last, but then as a tank like point of view, it's bad for us. We just get owned. Like as soon as we get killed, we're out. We'll just keep losing money.
All right, Drew?
Yeah, same thing I said earlier, and but as far as buybacks, there's some people mentioning, obviously there's a cooldown in Dota 2. I do recall that, which was, I guess it was kind of cool, but buybacks in this game are just silly all around. You got a mobile Nexus that can beat your face in. Okay? That's the defense enough.
Yeah.
It's just how the game is made. I like this game should not have to copy every other game. It's unique. They need to keep their own unique structure. Sankt, actually, one of our community trolls here, who also actually I hate to say, but gives some good insight a lot of times. I know, don't scold me anyway.
What? When?
Ban him.
Shut up.
When
Anyway,
he beats you middle.
he gives good insight.
Oh,
But anyway, I'm not even gonna acknowledge it, but he one buyback. What if you accidentally buy back early in the game? What if it's just silly? One buyback. I apologize, Sank, but no bueno. Just don't even put this in the game.
I got
Buybacks.
Hero.
I agree with Last. Buybacks in this game is a stupid idea.
Yeah. Well, I think yeah, I wouldn't put it in either. Like this game is already really snowbally, and if your carry dies, and their carry gets the kill, like you're just further behind now. And the snowballiness, the snowballification, the snowbally words that we have in this game, like there's so much snowballs in the ish-id that adding gold on death and buybacks would just make life harder on everybody. Let's
Say balls one more time, I dare you.
say what?
Say balls one more time, I dare you.
Sweaty balls. So no, I agree. All right. Anyways, moving on to the patch. God, talk about getting off track there. Jesus, freaking Last, always, dude. Ugh.
Sorry.
No, I forgive you. I like that topic. It's not the president. I'm not going to
wow.
answer it. BM. Anyways, a couple god changes. Arachne Broodlings no longer detect enemy wards. We went over that. Ares, Bolster Defense's this ability no longer affects the Minotaur on Ares. So the Minotaur does not get a defensive buff with Ares. I think it's his 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shackles. Wow. If Ares hits an enemy god with Shackles, the next chain now doesn't consume mana, as was originally intended. Go ahead, dude.
Why? I don't. The whole reason why they posted on the forums and said they didn't fix this one is because they wanted to test its balance.
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that if you hit 3 shackles, you're gonna do 1,000 damage. Why would you make 1,000 damage for 90 mana?
Is it really 1,000 damage?
Yes, it's 1,000 damage. Technically, you can do more than that if you hit one target, shoot the other one, and then hit the same target after the 4 seconds is over. It'll do overall like around 1,500 damage. It's why why? Why would they make it free? We said that from it's not that it's going to make him more viable overall in the game. It's just going to make him in an early game really abusive to players who don't know how to play, and pretty good in a lane even against people who do know how to play, because his mana problems are almost non-existent with that. So I don't know why they did that.
Okay, good. Maddie, have you had a chance to mess with that dude? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I messed with it. I agree and I disagree with Wolfie. Early game, Ares was absolute garbage. Like, to the point where if he was to hit you with those 3 chains, which, happened quite a bit, you had no mana.
Right.
Like, you were completely you had nothing. But then again, late game, like Wolfie said, if he hits you with those chains, you are in trouble. Like, those 3 chains for nothing, well, 2 chains for nothing is a lot of damage. But I didn't really find him having very many mana issues, like late game-ish. So, like, I'm kind of on a fence, like, whether it should have been free or whether it was fine where it was. But it fixed his early game, but made him, I feel, really strong late game. Like, a lot better than he was.
All right. So saying that, do you think this makes him like an overpowered pub stopper, or does this make him viable?
It makes him viable early game, and I feel like he has no escape, like I said before, so like I'm on the fence if he's overpowered or a pub stomper. Like, I think I want to say he's where he should be, like early game and mid game, but late game I feel like he's a little strong. So you know what I mean. It's hard to tell right now.
No, I gotcha. It makes sense. Drew.
It's hilarious. Just reading chat, there's a gentleman named Fianzo, green name. Just make it cost less mana each consecutive hit is what I would say. Not make it free, not make it stupid. Just 100% mana the first cost, maybe 75% the second, or 50, as he said. Maybe 30% for the last one. I don't know. Just lower the cost slowly. Kind of rewarding yourself, I guess, but not giving 100% free. That's kind of like.
I think
See you
that's
later.
an awesome idea. Like, maybe reduce. You're right. Yeah, reduce the mana cost per chain. That's a great idea. Hero,
Uh,
what are you doing over there, bro?
we talked as a team, well, I think me and Wolfie, of just reducing the cost after each chain instead of just making it not cost anything at all. So essentially that's basically what I would agree with.
All right, cool. Whoa, Maddie, what is that?
Chicken tenders and tater tots with mustard.
Let me see.
You guys get all this food brought to you, man.
Let me see.
Look at all this. Look at that.
Oh
Look at all
my
the-
God, dude!
Oh, baby.
That is like a smorgasbord of epicness.
Dude, that's how I roll. I'm a fatty.
Oh, I am drooling right
Don't
now.
call me Fatty Matty for nothing, baby.
Fatty
no,
Matty.
See you later.
See you later, tater tots.
See you later. Oh, hi, Matty. Hi, Matty Pocket.
Bro, give me that food. I'll fight you IRL. I'm ripped. Do you even lift? Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Moving on. Let's see. Artemis, Transgressor's Fate. The traps no longer detect wards. We went through that. Cupid. Heart Bomb. This ability no longer slows the target.
Hey, Matty, I guess we're giving high fives, dude.
High fives. Boom.
Hold
Boom,
on.
baby. Boom. Wait,
Of all the things to nerf on Cupid, you take away his slow. You take away his slow.
Oh, other side, dude. Other side.
Wolfie's just gonna come back later. Look, Wolfie's in boxers, bro. I wish I was in boxers right now. Look, alright, so people were whining and complaining and bitching and moaning about Cupid's early level damage. His heart bomb at level 1, it does work. It breaks people. It kills people. If you run after them into a choke point and you get heart bombed by a Cupid and there's any form of CC there at all, you're going to die. It sucks. I understand. It blows. So let's take his heart bomb damage and decrease it by 20%. Decrease it by 25, 15, a number around there somewhere. And that will keep people from complaining. But to remove his slow is an atrocious idea. Justin, Wolfie, go.
I'm muting my mic.
Maddie, go ahead, man.
Well, Fixie and Hero are off Reason Gaming now, so it's not really a big deal.
Thanks for the memo, bro.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I guess I see what they're saying. Like, no, actually, no, I don't. All right, go ahead, Elias.
Wasn't there a forum post about this or something? I don't remember. I know there's a lot of knowledge bombs dropped in there. Which, by the way, I don't read. I don't read forums. I don't like forums because what happened to you last night, I almost had to take you to a damn freaking mental asylum, dude. You just, holy crap. Anyway, just taking the slow off Cupid's thing, it was a tad silly.
Random?
Maybe.
Uncalled
Yeah,
for?
it's just why, you know, I never had a problem with Cupid. I was never bothered by the fact that his one slowed. I mean,
I've
what?
got a great pun for you guys.
Just take the slow off on her's pillar, or take the slow off Hebo's 2, or
Let's take the slow off of Artemis' 3, and then everyone will play her, right?
just take off slows in the game if that's going to happen. I mean, that's why they're carries. They're carries to have something to be able to carry with. You give them something. You give them a utility they can do something with.
Look,
That was indeed a silly thing to take out.
I understand that. I'll say it. Casual players have trouble with Cupid. Cupid can be a very strong player. A very strong.
See you
player.
later.
Don't generalize
See ya.
the population.
What? I don't care. There's casual players.
Don't generalize them.
There's pros.
Look.
There's good, and there's
Look.
bad.
Look, there's no slows possible. Okay? Slows are OP.
Slows are OP. Yeah. Because
Slows are OP.
getting hit by a slow means you're gonna die. Wait, is there a way to not get hit by a slow hero? Just curious.
Running into skill shots, I guess.
I guess it's a bad thing, right? So
It could
so
be.
if Hi-Rez continues to listen to these people who are having trouble with these gods, and they continue to nerf these gods, what's gonna happen? Anybody can respond here.
Lassus is gonna kill himself? I don't know. What the hell just happened to him? Yeah, Sobek slap?
Freaking Sobex 2, dude. Back to back.
He got tailwind.
Tail whip, dude.
Look, listen. Let me just get this off my chest. I understand that not everyone's going to be pro at this game. I'm not a pro at this game. I'm a slightly above average player, and I'm okay with that classification. But if you're not good at this game and you're having trouble with a god, there's other things you can do to keep that from happening. Ask somebody, listen to a podcast, work with somebody. You've got streamers that are nice that will help you. But if you keep catering to bad players, they're going to nerf the gods in a bad way, and the competitive scene won't be fun anymore because the good players will be playing shitty gods. If anybody disagrees with me, please feel free.
Oh, you could say there was no reason involved in this nerf. Pun intended.
Well, it was either remove Cupid slow, or you had to buff every single god in the game so they were even with Cupid. 'Cause Cupid's real strong right now. Not Honor. Honor's not strong at all. He's like the worst fucking god in the game. You might as well play Artemis.
Yeah.
You know, just nerf
Oh
Cupid.
my god.
It mind boggles me that they would remove, the slow from Cupid and and not nerf Artemis. Like Artemis is so strong. Like it's just unbelievable.
Wait, isn't there a god in the game that does like 3,400 damage with his entire combo? And also has a slow and a knockback and a fling?
I think they removed him last week. What was his name? Brobeck? Something like that? I don't know. He was in the game, not anymore.
Look, I respect everybody. I know that not everybody is going to be good at Smite. I'm not very good at Smite. But if you cater to bad players, you're going to have a bad game. This game needs to be balanced around the good players, so we have a good game. That's how all the multiplayer games and esports work. StarCraft 2, Dota 2, Heroes of Newerth, Halo, Call of Duty. It needs to work that way, or you're going to have a bad game.
But Fixie, League of Legends didn't have a competitive scene until 8 months after release.
8 months after release? Oh, really? Damn. Because I remember 6 months after release, there was a, what was it, $80,000 tournament? Look,
I'm
that's
done.
that's
I'm done.
that's the
Done.
way it is. That's my opinion, and there is precedent for it. That is the
I know.
formula to a success. And if you don't
agree.
agree with me, I don't care. I don't care.
Did you give everybody the middle finger?
Nope.
You're off, Reason Game and Fixie. You're off. No more.
Anyways,
You know what, Fixie? That sounds so egotistical. You're putting everyone below you. I'm sick of it. F you.
hold on, wait.
I don't respect you anymore, bro.
I can't hear you from down there. What? Here? What are you saying? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you're not on the top 20 list, your opinion shall not be heard. Because that's exactly what came out of my mouth. That's exactly what came out of my mouth. Word for word. And you know what? Whatever. We're going to move on because there's just...
No, because high res is mind-boggling.
Okay, can I ask one more question?
Of
before we
course
move
you
on?
can. Sure.
Can I ask one more? Is it Brandon's top 20 list or the ranked list? Top 20.
Yo, if we're going by Brandon's, that shit's legit. Brandon knows what he's talking about. He's been, you know what I mean, crossing them legs. He's good. Okay, I'm done.
All right.
Let's go, guys.
Anyways, look, I've said everything I have to say in that matter. Again, if you don't agree, I don't care. I really don't care. Just go back and research past successful multiplayer games, and then if you still don't share my opinion, I don't know. Put yourself in a home. Moving on. Hell, cleanse. This now properly protects from knockback as
cares?
intended.
Who
Wow,
cares?
so be it. I got 2 more lines left. Do you
Who
mind?
cares?
Wow. I think they care, Hero.
Look, Cupid was the highlight of this.
Cupid
And you're
was...
moving past it. For
it's-
hell.
Well, there's
I like
really
that.
nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say.
They fixed Monkey's bounce.
The fixing Monkey's bounce is a pretty big deal.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's a big deal. Like, let's not hit freaking gods with one of the strongest abilities in the game. Let's just not do that. With the most harassing ability in the game. Let's not do that. So that's fixed now, which is a great thing. And that's all we have for the patch. That's it. So, as a whole, do you guys feel like this was a patch that furthered the development of the game in a positive fashion? Wolfie,
Yes.
Maddie.
Yeah, I agree, except that they missed the Artemis nerf. Other than that, it was a great patch.
Oh, they hit her with a nerf. Her traps cannot see any more wards,
She got
dude.
nerfed.
Well, they need to hit her with
Good
another
now.
nerf because she does a ton of damage and has a slow.
I agree.
Other than that, great patch. Nerf the Artemis and get rid of those abilities.
Lasis.
I think it was an awesome patch overall. They did a great job with the new god. You know, like I said, I just still don't understand about the Cupid slow. It's whatever, you know. They can experiment and see what's right and what's wrong. And I hope they nerf Midas Boot soon because this Fabio guy, I'm sure his back is hurt from carrying. I had to get that out, man.
Hero.
The patch is good up until the nerfs because it just shows what they're doing and what the future is going to be like if they keep on doing this. And I don't agree with it at all. And if it keeps on going like this, then I don't know, like League of Legends, man, looks more enticing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whatever shoes.
Yeah. Well, I agree. Like, the fact that we got a new god was awesome. I love the new god. It's the best thing they've cranked out since we've gotten into beta. But again, you know what? Like, the Cupid buff, it was random. What?
It's not a buff.
Or the nerf, sorry. The Cupid nerf, it was random, not really like called for, but that's not what hurt me most about this patch. What hurt me most about this patch is why I think they nerfed her. What nerfed him. And hopefully moving forward, Hi-Rez will maybe reconsider doing random nerfs. Random, uncalled for, dumb, bad nerfs.
So what's next on the agenda?
I've got a couple of announcements to make.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, I did too.
Wait, someone wanted us to talk about ESN dropping Smite.
Rest in peace.
Is that all you
How
got to say?
doing at Woggle?
Huh?
How you guys doing at Woggle?
Doing good, man. We
That
got...
was That was my comment about ESPN.
Right.
Jesus, that picture, dude.
Like, look, I like the fact that other organizations want to get into like tournaments and stuff like that, and that's great. But if you're going to drop Smite because you don't have spectator mode, then drop Smite because you don't have spectator mode. That's all I can really say about it. Moving on. Anybody else have anything?
Just the Woggle stuff.
All right, cool.
Woggle.
Woggle's coming up, man. We're getting close.
Woggle.
We
Woggle,
are
woggle,
we are
woggle.
9 days
Woggle.
away from Woggle
Woggle,
season
woggle,
1.
woggle, woggle.
We've got, I think it's a $2,000 prize pool now, along with like jerseys and hardware too, and they are giving away a Siberia V2 gaming headset in the next 2 days to support breast cancer. A pink one.
Oh.
A pink one. Yeah, cool, right? I'm gonna put the link in chat right now, which is absolutely awesome.
I have breast cancer. I'll
yeah,
take it.
I heard that about you. So if you guys are interested in supporting breast cancer and entering in this giveaway, hit that link right there, and there's a good chance you could win yourself a pink Siberia V2. And I think that'd be pretty cool. It's really nice of Woggle to be supporting breast cancer, and this is their way to do it. Very awesome. So I heard that we were supposed to have another section of the podcast here called Mid Mode Moment. Drew, what's going on with that, bro?
Man mode moment. You know what? I may as well just bash a damn beer bottle over my head because I've never, this pisses me off, guys. I ask you guys to do something and I don't ask much, I'm a basic dude. I drink beer, I play Smite, and I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I just ask you to submit man mode clips to give you stuff. What the poop? I mean, come on. I mean, yes, this week it would have been a $50 Amazon gift card. Had I just gotten pretty much 5 man mode moments? And Zap is the gentleman who
He's the
guy who's
only one.
I love Zap. Zap knows I love him, but I can't just give it to one guy, uncompetitive or whatever. The big word I can't think of. I can't give it to one guy. It's got to be at least 5-something people, which can grow a pair. Just download Fraps. Download Fraps. Take a man mode moment. Do something stupid or crazy. Narnia something. Do whatever, and you get like $50.
Yeah, we have one. We're still Zaps is still there. It still carries over. We need 4 more.
I don't understand you people. It's like you take 5 minutes out of your Smite playing day. It's like, oh damn, I was a badass right there. I'm gonna try and just send it my way or Fixie's way, and I might give you $50. $50 can be spent on donating a beer toward me, but I'm just saying.
It's on Amazon.
Amazon beer. Take it, and you win it. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. Fixie one time mentioned the idea. I don't care if he yells at me for this or not. Mentioned the idea of maybe giving away a freaking graphics card one day, and you guys are just, man mode. Man mode. Let's go. The end.
So you heard it here from Hulk himself. Take your man mode moments, your man mode moments, submit them to Lasis on Twitch, me on Twitch, or if you see anybody streaming, be like, "What's your email?" I'll email it to you, guys. $50 gift card, Amazon.com, and the possibility of doing hardware later down the road, a graphics card, a CPU, a computer case. Maybe a certain headset from a certain company. Like, can we do this, guys? This can be a thing. Let's make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make it work.
Let's go, Narnia.
All right. Well, that's all we really have for today. Unfortunately, the man mode thing didn't go through, so we're gonna try it one more time next week. And if it doesn't happen, well, nobody's getting man moded. Wolfie, do you have anything to say on your way out, bro?
Fucking Cupid. No, but I like Freya, dude. Like, Freya's gonna be fun. She reminds me of Kale. Huge fanboy. All I need is fucking Xinjiao now. I'm solid. And just say a prayer for my PC.
Maddie, comments?
R.I.P. Wolfie's PC. I just like to thank all you guys coming out and watching the podcast. It's really awesome. Like, that's really cool. And do those man mode moments for last before he pulls out his ginger red hair. And
Yeah, and the headset.
the Ginger Hulk, you don't want him going wild. Get that shit done. And like I said, thanks for everyone coming out. Love you guys. Nope.
All right, Drew, go ahead, man.
First off, thank everybody for watching. Thank you for coming over, checking us out, listening to us, just throw out some chit chatter, listening to Fixie being an elitist jerk, just listening to everybody have a good time. There's one thing I had to mention by Rakin. One thing she wanted me to mention. I'm reading this off of my freaking card here. I am saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is me typed this out by the way earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember about the Woggle draft this Saturday, which a lot of us will be participating in. It's this Saturday, the 20th of October. All right, and it's going to be myself, the Reason Gaming crew. Hopefully they don't let me down, and just a lot of other community members are just going to come out, have fun, hopefully be there because it's at 8 p.m. Eastern this Saturday. We're just going to have a blast, and I hope you guys come out and just have a good time. Woggle, man, they are the guys who are going to try and help make this game big. Help them out. Help them help us. So, love you guys. Love Reason Gaming. I love the community, regardless what Fixie says. And, I'm going to be streaming later.
Shameless plug. Wow.
Shameless plug. Get him, Maddie. Get him, Maddie. Yo, Hero, go for it, man.
I just want to thank my boys, except for Fixie, worst manager NA.
Oh my god.
And without him, we would have won Woggle. I'm just saying.
Oh!
Yo, where'd Hero go? Anyways. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, man. We must have gotten
Wow.
disconnected or something
Wow.
there, dude.
Wow.
Oh, yo, it's weird. You're not on the webcam. My wife's really sad now. I'm worried.
Wow.
I'm worried. Anyways, anyways, thank you for that, Hero.
Hey, I got a quick interruption. What about this high-res trip next Thursday that you guys are going on?
If you're
Will
going
there
on,
be a podcast?
we hope
Yeah, baby.
we hope they will let us do a podcast from the studio. We haven't talked to them about it yet. So if anybody from High Res is watching, this is us asking you if we can do a podcast from your studio. Yes.
If not, we can always bring my laptop.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. If we have to record it, like while we're there and post it on YouTube, we will. We want to get something up for you guys. I know you guys are looking forward to the next epic intro video, so we'll try and get that going. And one other thing I forgot to mention was there was a little meeting of the minds last week through WGL. Some of the players on the teams that are playing were concerned that the playoffs were only a best of one. So WGL, in their infinite wisdom, have confirmed that playoffs and the finals and the playoffs will be best of three instead of a best of one now. So that's a big change. I think that's super important. Props to WGL. And on that note, I want to say thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys for playing the game we all know and love. I hope you all continue to get better at the game and avoid Cupid. We'll see you guys next week. Love, peace, and chicken grease. We're out.
Woggle number one. Reason Gaming.
Chicken tenders.
I have to apologize about something. No drunken Wolfie birthday cast tomorrow.
Oh.
You just broke it. Blame Fixie.
Whoa!
Have a good one, guys.
Booze!
Run from.
Wow.
Blame Fixie.
We're still live. I'm just spamming commercials. So
Oh.
Good show.
awesome show.
That was
See, I only had 2 beers.